finds that fact before you just brand that fact, because that's how, like we were talking with the Chauvin trial, that's how justice fucking works. I'm just saying. Moving right along into some international fuckery. Russia flaunts its military might in the Black Sea in response to this Ukraine BS. Let's get into this article right here. It's from The Sun. Ready to strike, Russia fires cruise missiles in Black Sea and moves dozens of fighter jets to border as Putin strangles Ukraine. So it says, I don't know, strangles Ukraine. And comes as a new satellite image showing Russia expanding military lineup near Ukraine with Su-30 fighters lined up on a runway in Crimea, which were not there last month. Russia has an estimated 15,000 troops within striking distance of the Ukrainian border, with numbers rising by an hour as Putin puts the country in a chokehold by surrounding it with soldiers and vehicles poised for invasion. If Ukraine was doing that shit with fucking Joe Biden and Hunter Biden, their government's probably trash, and they probably provoked Russia in some way, but I'd like to know the truth. And it's kind of hard, because we're not going to get the truth from our media, and Russia's not going to admit the truth, Ukraine's not going to, it's just, only our kids will get the truth, and they only get half-truth, like always. Putin annexed Crimea from Ukraine in 2014, and since then more than 40,000 people have died in since years. I thought they voted to want to be Russian again. That's not an annex. That's just how democracy works. A civil war between Ukrainian forces and Russia-backed separatists in the disputed Donbass region. A ceasefire is falling apart in recent months with increasing outbursts of violence that threaten to erupt into a full-scale war. So yeah, see, this is if they've been doing this for fucking a while, like they've been fighting and shit for like 7 years, and people want to be Russian and you're not letting them be Russian and they're fighting, then this is not our problem. It's not our fucking problem. Today's missile launches as Russia flexes its military muscle comes from one of Putin's newest warships, a multi-purpose patrol vessel designed to perform combat missions. I mean, that's what a military patrol ship does. Anyway, firing a Caliber cruise missile. Today's came over 20 Black Sea Fleet warships held a joint exercise with the crews of Subs. So they just shot it for no reason, just to flex. Some 50 warplanes were involved in the major exercises, with Russia portrayed as a routine generator. I mean, all this fighting is useless. It serves no fucking purpose. A military spokesman said a naval group comprises the frigates Admiral Markov and Admiral Essen missile corvettes Garavon and Viso. Like, if the Crimea and the rebels want to be fucking Russian, let them. And also missile boats, small anti-submarine warfare ships, and large amphibious assault ships held an exercise to repel a notional enemy's air attack weapons using radioelectric interference. And before you say, well, blah, 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 then that's justified. Any people can, I don't want to be America anymore. I want to be my own. Yes. I'm going to cut you off and just say yes. That's how fucking freedom works. If a city on the edge of West Virginia and Virginia get together and, like, we don't like West Virginia, we want to be Virginia, and they vote to be Virginia, and Virginia is willing to accept them, that's their fucking right. That's how freedom works. In addition, there 3 squadrons of Southern Military District attack aircraft held drills to attain positions for an attack. They practiced using missiles against an enemy and dodging strikes from shipborne air defense systems. So they just went out there and, like I said, they went, look at my dick. Look at my dick. Look at my dick. It's just a fucking dick measuring contest. That's all it ever is. It's just a fucking dick measuring contest. I mean, like I said, Russia's problems are not our problems. China's problems are not our problems. So China's probably everyone's problem right now because they're flexing, like, hardcore. They're not flexing like, these people want to be me, so I'm going to flex, be like, leave us alone. They voted to be me. No, they're just like, they're flexing. These people don't want to be me, but they're me anyway. Fuck you. Keeping people in concentration camps and shit. But Russia is not a threat. It's just not. I mean, can it be a threat? Is it military capable of being a threat? And whatnot? Yes. But it's just not. This is not the Cold War. It ain't the 1950s. Fucking Russia isn't the face of the communists. The communists are fucking China. That's just the way it is. some of our Marxist shitbags as well. But people just don't want to hear the truth anymore. Humans don't like change. I mean, even I'm adverse to change. It took me a while to admit, like, no matter what bad shit that I was dealt in my life, I had to stand up and deal with it. Like, I really did. I had to, like, take responsibility, even if it wasn't my fault. It was my fault. It was my responsibility to unfuck that. I can complain about the causality all I want, but if I didn't take responsibility and unfuck it, it would never get unfucked. And you just keep digging a hole and a hole and a hole, and then you have to climb out that bitch. Humans don't need to kill each other. I mean, it's something ingrained in our species. I don't know if we'll ever get away from it. But the government gets their consent to govern from the governed. And if the governed of Crimea want to be governed by Russia, that is the right of the governed of Crimea, the people of Crimea. Here in America, you guys are supposedly believing freedom. That's how freedom works. And then you herald, like, Star Trek as the fucking bastion of socialist communism that you want the world to be, even though it's not socialist communism, it's post-scarcity capitalism, but that's a whole nother argument. You fundamentally misunderstand that society. Do you know if that society seen a bunch of fucking sexist societies like the Arab society, they wouldn't intervene? In fact, that was the prime directive. There's been plenty of episodes where they've had to talk officers down from doing something to stop it because it wasn't their prerogative. It wasn't their responsibility. Like, they had no right. Those people had a right to be the way they wanted to be. That's how freedom works. That's how respect works. Now, you might not like it, but if you and it might be wrong, and morally I might agree with you in certain aspects, but it's not our rights to push that morality on the rest of the world. It's just not. And I don't care about Russia. Stop trying to make me fucking think Russia is the biggest threat in the world. Our problem right now is China. China is motherfucking flexing. It's going to take Taiwan. It's doing shitty things in Hong Kong. It's harvesting organs from people in fucking concentration camps. I don't give no fucks about Russians walking down the street with fucking Pumas and driving down the roads with fucking bears and motorcycle sidecars. I don't give a fucks about that. I care about people's organs, human beings' organs being harvested, like a marginalized minority's organs being harvested in concentration camps. That's what I care about. I'm just fucking saying. So we're going to move right along into this last part of this fucking today's podcast, this last bit of news. And it's more local news again. This took place in Louisiana. But a 12-year-old's birthday party turned into a mass shooting. 19 shot and shit. We'll get into this. But what the fuck, bro? This is why they come for our guns. Like, no matter what you beef, the 12-year-old's birthday party, really? I don't know. Let's get into what's going on here, because this is brand new news. I haven't read it. We're reading it here together, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it, because this is insane. It's just absolutely asinine. So here we go. 19 shot at 12-year-old's birthday party in Louisiana. 9 juveniles were shot after a feud broke out at a 12-year-old child's birthday party in Louisiana Saturday night. Authorities said, yes, so a feud, right? About 60 young people were attending the gathering at a home in La Place where gunfire rang out around 8:40 p.m., according to a press release from St. John's, the Baptist Parish Sheriff's Office. Investigators believed an argument between two groups of young males sparked the shooting. The gunshot victims were age 17 and younger. 2 of them remained hospitalized as of Monday, police said, while the other 7 were treated and released. What the fuck? How the fuck are our children just running around shooting fucking people? I mean, I'm a gun dude. You don't get a fucking gun safe? And my guns that are not in a gun safe are in my fucking absolute fucking control at all fucking times. Oh my. No arrests have been made, and the police said witnesses to the mayhem have remained mum. Yeah, of course, it's a fucking gang war. No one person has given a formal statement, Sheriff Mike Tregi said in a statement. It's a fucking trailer park gang war. I am asking witnesses to come forward with information to help learn about what happened, he said. Yeah, see, that's short and fucking sweet. Like, how are we fucking allowing our children to shoot each other? Now, I'm not going to demonize guns and be like the left, be like guns are the problem when fucking places with the strictest gun regulations have the worst gun laws. And guns stop more crimes than they help commit by the factor of fucking millions. But there are common sense things. You should go training. You should go learn how to use your fucking weapon. And not to be able to own a weapon because you have a right to own a weapon, but you should go get trained in that fucking weapon because that weapon will fail you when you need it the most if you don't know how to fucking use it. This is just fucking common sense. I don't know. You should have to you should be locked up when not in your direct control. You should have fucking yearly training. You should be proficient. You should have insurance. I'm not saying that they should force you to buy it, but it's definitely good to have because even when you use your gun for legal purposes, you have to go through the motions. So you're going to be investigated, and your insurance can help deal with all that. It's just intelligent. You get car insurance for the same damn reason. Firearms insurance is no different. It is what it is, but you're right to take those risks. But that just it is. It's not. There's going to be no circumstances where you shoot a firearm where you're not arrested or questioned or whatnot. It's just not going to fucking happen. That's just not reality. I don't know what the solution is to this. Because it's obviously kind of gang related because all these kids are hanging out at the birthday party, chilling or whatever, and then a feud breaks out and people start blasting. They start blasting each other. What are we teaching our kids? Everybody keeps complaining about climate change and bullshit and being like, what kind of world are we leaving our kids? What kind of world? I'm going to fucking step up. What kind of fucking kids are you leaving our fucking world, brah? You think you care about this world so much and you want to leave a better world for the children and shit like that. How about we leave better children for the world? Because women are becoming men and men are becoming women and it's an absolute disaster. Shit's falling apart because women don't want to crawl in sewers and build stuff primarily at large. I mean, there are some that do it, but not in enough fucking shit to keep everything going. and men, not enough men are doing service stuff to keep that going either. So the society as we built it cannot function the way we're going. We can't fucking function if we allow our children to shoot each other for fucking stupidity. There's a mental health problem in America. There's a family problem in America, and we have to diagnose that. Because when our grandfathers were fucking kids or when our parents were kids, they would have shotguns loaded in the back of their unlocked fucking pickup trucks in the high school parking lot because they were going duck hunting or fucking turkey hunting outside afterwards. Nobody ever got fucking shot. Because they didn't go, let's settle our fucking dispute with getting shot. No, they're like, let's beat each other's ass. Whoever fucking wins. I mean, maybe we need to bring back dueling. Bring back fucking dueling. It's like, I challenge you to a duel. On guard, motherfucker. Because the way everything's going and the way we're living right now, we can't continue. We can't sustain this long term, and it's going to explode in our face. Women are becoming too manly, and they're becoming less attractive to men. And becoming less capable of bearing children and such. And men are becoming too womanly, and they're becoming unattractive to women, and they're becoming less fucking capable of fathering children and shit with lowering testosterone levels, and our whole fucking thing is collapsing. Our fucking species is collapsing. Nobody wants to admit it, but the writing is on the wall. And we need to unfuck ourselves before our fucking... humanity will continue. Our species will just bottleneck. We're animals. This happens in ecosystems and animal populations all the fucking time. And it's just, we never apply the same science we apply to animals to ourselves. And you think it was never going to explode in our face at some point? We got to do a better job at regulating our population and our health and our mental health. and our opportunities and our economies